While people were spending their Australia Day holidays enjoying themselves, I find myself preparing this news release informing you of my concerns regarding the town of Port Hedland. People need to understand I'm a mechanic, not an auditor of local government finance. I'm not an investigator of corruption. However, I've uncovered major problems in the town's finances at an executive level. I believe council administration has manipulated information to achieve specific favourable outcomes. Serious conduct issues need addressing in relation to the whole reimbursement business. It smells of cover-up. Confirmation in a memorandum of my previously posted concerns have been confirmed by the Director of Corporate Services. A letter dated the 20th of November to the CEO and Mayor Kelly Howlett acknowledging a payment of $2,031.43. It is noted in the cash payment summary received states on the 20th of November 2014 an amount of $2,248.73 was paid back to the town of Port Hedland by the CEO. These payments refer to transactions dating back to June, July, August 2013. After reviewing additional documents received on the 22nd of January 2015, there has been additional payments made, one being $77.11 on the 13th of January 2015 and the 21st of January 2015 for $74.26. That amount was displayed on my Pilbara Your Voice Facebook page and only paid back a few days ago. I've been questioning the town of Port Hedland's finances for a few years now. So I'll just read from the memorandum issued to the CEO by the Director of Corporate Services. The control failures that allow the transactions to essentially be duplicated are consistent with many of the core issues that were identified as significant weaknesses in the financial administration of the town of Port Hedland. These failures were failure to process transactions in a timely manner, failure to reconcile and clear key control accounts, including bank and suspense accounts, in a timely and accurate manner, failure to adequately review payment documentation, failure to implement appropriate sign-off controls, lack of ownership, accountability for key tasks, e.g. corporate card processing, lack of qualified or experienced staff in senior accounting roles. Doesn't look good. On finalising my concerns, I did request a formal investigation and forwarded the same information to the following: the South Hedland Police Detective Division, Crime and Corruption Commission, the Honourable Tony Simpson, Minister for Local Government and Communities, Dave Templeton, Shadow Minister for Local Government, Local Member for the Pilbara, Honourable Brendan Grills, and the West Australian newspaper. I just received a reply from the Minister of Local Government, Tony Simpson. I still remain concerned about the speedy reply from the Corruption and Crime Commission in response to the Town of Port Hedland CEO's correspondence self-reporting on the 25th of November 2014, where he stated the errors were the fault of administration. Consequently, receiving a response from the CCC dated 4th of December 2014, I find that intriguing. In summary, the majority of councillors were unaware of events surrounding the CCC contact and serious issues stated by the Director of Finance at the December 2014 Ordinary Council meeting, when the CEO's contract was renewed, even though the Mayor and the CEO had full knowledge of these events. In response to a letter dated 19th of January from the CEO, I can assure him I have no intention of apologising as per his request. I have not been convinced by any of his replies that my assertions of the misuse of Town of Port Hedland credit cards was incorrect, and nothing in his response will convince me of any other decision. The CEO has stated he did not sign nor authorise the incorrect reimbursement claims made. He did not submit reimbursement claims for which he was not entitled, and did not seek reimbursements for payments he was not entitled to, but the documents state otherwise. Here is a copy of a reimbursement in question, written and signed by the CEO. The CEO has stated private credit card use is okay when the corporate card is maxed out. But the corporate card is rarely at its limit. My investigations suggest the private card is the primary card used and the corporate card secondary. There is no transparency with this scenario, as the public cannot request private information through the Freedom of Information process. The FOI applications and processes are supposed to be treated impartially, yet all people directly involved with this financial issue have been informed and clearly consulted before any information was released to me. It is very discouraging that I'll have to go to this much trouble to convince people and agencies of financial issues that exist at the town of Port Hedland. I'm appealing to councillors to convene a special meeting where discussions on standing down the CEO and ordering a forensic audit into this information and the town of Port Hedland's finance system needs to be decided. The Mayor cannot reject this course of action alone. It must be a decision of the whole council. Failing that, my final recommendation, a commissioner be appointed.